Most people that chase intelligence end up in the Hall of Fame of idiocy, don't they? The people who actually became intelligent didn't value intelligence in the first place. They valued supreme virtue. In my opinion, the smartest people that ever lived were the Stoics. The Stoics, Stoicism is a philosophy that sees virtue, like just kind of the chase of like moral excellence, as the supreme good, which it is, isn't it? Because is intelligence really that moral? Is it really that prestigious? Nobody really likes you if you're only intelligent, right? People, other people will like you if you are pumped with virtue. If you actually seek virtue and act with it as your right hand man. Virtue, intelligence itself is a subcategory of virtue. Wisdom is one of the core virtues as well. So, what do you want me to tell you? If you're chasing intelligence, you're just limiting yourself in the first place because you could be chasing virtue. Something that includes intelligence and that gives you like honesty, temperance, discipline, willpower, all of those other things, plus intelligence, plus wisdom that you can use in your day to day life. Intelligence. If you're only reading books, if you're only studying articles or whatever, without actually applying that, without transforming it into virtue, then you're doing nothing. Intelligence is only useful when you value virtue more than it. Because if you watch this video and you don't learn anything from it, if your behavior doesn't change from it, then that means you valued intelligence more than virtue and that you just wasted 8 minutes of your life. That is what it would mean if you watched this video and wouldn't apply something or change your mentality to something better. Like, virtue is the actual application of intelligence. Without it, that intelligence is absolutely useless. Is it just going to sit there? Have you ever seen anyone that studies a rudimentary subject? Have you seen anyone who studies grammar, studies whatever, and doesn't use it but always talks about it? Yes. Fuck that guy. Fuck that. They're just so goddamn irritating. Because yes, they are intelligent. They know something about the world that other people don't. Grammar, let's say. And I'm not saying that grammar isn't important, but just saying you can't really apply it in accordance to virtue, right? So you have this piece of intelligence. Even grammar needs to be combined with virtue in some way. Yes, you can't really just translate it into acts, but something in the structure needs to help you to become more virtuous. How, like, can you just read books all of your life and then just not apply them? Can you? Can you just chase intelligence like a dumbass? You can't do that because you yourself know that you are better than it. The destiny of like humankind, not the destiny, but the supreme good, according to Stoicism, which is a fantastic philosophy in my opinion and in the opinion of others, is that virtue is the supreme good. Virtue, moral perfection is why we learn. It is why you cultivate intelligence. If you cultivated intelligence without transposing it, translating it into virtue, then believe me, that intelligence would be useless. People who learn math have a way of implementing it in real life. And what happens to the people that only chase intelligence and don't apply it? They die poor and unhappy. That's what happens to them. You can read all you want. You can watch as many self-improvement videos as you want, as many life improvement videos as you want. If you do not apply that shit, if you do not turn it, transform it, have a very clear metamorphosis of it into virtue, you're learning for no reason. For this to be filled, this needs to be filled. Let's say your soul is controlled by this by your brain. You can fill this with as many things as you want, but if you do not move them here to other people, to your relationships, to your career, to your family, then why are you learning in the first place? So, if you actually want to do something about this, about the meaningless chase of intelligence that, in all honesty, you are probably not participating in, just learn something and immediately apply it. Oh, Dale Carnegie tells me to praise people. How do I turn that into virtue? You praise your mother, you praise your father. You transform the intelligence into something useful. The most intelligent person in the world is probably anonymous to most people, because they're not using all of that intelligence, are they? Do you really think that Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates are the most intelligent? No, they are not the most intelligent. But they have a way of transforming it in, I'll be honest, not necessarily virtue, but virtue towards themselves. They can use the intelligence that they gain from books, from videos, whatever, from movies, and actually use it. That's why some of them are loved. But remember, if you do not want to have the reputation of Bezos, of Elon Musk, you need to turn it into actual empathetic virtue. Into virtue, what's bad for the bee is bad for the hive, okay? Into virtue that benefits everybody. Something that has universal benefit, not only to yourself, but to everyone else in your life. So, continue reading, continue watching YouTube, but promise me that you will better yourself and become a superior version of you. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.